I used to deliver for a small local pizza place. Nothing fancy. Just late-night orders, mostly to college kids and families. One Friday, around 11:45 p.m., I got a call for a delivery way out on Riverbend Road. The address didn't show up on GPS, but the caller gave detailed directions. White House, end of the gravel road. Leave it at the porch, he said. The drive was long and empty. No streetlights. Just forest on both sides. When I finally saw the house, it looked off. Half the windows were boarded, the yard overgrown, and there were no lights on inside. I honked once, waited. Nothing. I got out, walked to the porch, and noticed the door was slightly open. "Hello, pizza delivery?" I called. No response, just the faint sound of creaking wood from upstairs. I set the pizza down and turned to leave when a man's voice said softly, "You're early." I froze. It came from inside the house, somewhere upstairs. Then footsteps. Slow, deliberate, coming toward the staircase. I didn't wait to see who it was. I sprinted to my car, jumped in, and floored it. When I got back to the restaurant, I told my manager. He looked at the order slip, confused, said no one had called from that address, and Riverbend Road had been abandoned for over 10 years after a fire destroyed most of the houses there. I checked my phone history, no record of the call. To this day, I don't take deliveries past midnight. I used to drive for a grocery delivery app. Most nights were fine. Drop the bags, snap a pic, move on. One order came through from an apartment complex downtown. Instructions read, "Please bring bags inside. Basement door is unlocked." We're not supposed to enter houses, but the tip was big, $50. So I agreed. The building was old, cracked brick, flickering lights, and a smell like wet concrete. I found the basement door slightly ajar and called out, "Delivery." No response. I stepped inside. The basement was darker than it should have been. A few bulbs flickered near the ceiling, barely lighting the concrete floor. I saw movement. A figure crouched in the far corner. "Hey, I've got your groceries," I said. The person didn't move. Then, slowly, they turned their head toward me, not standing, not speaking, just staring. That's when I noticed there were 3 more people behind him, all sitting on old chairs, facing the same direction. None of them blinked. I dropped the bags and backed up fast. As I reached the stairs, I heard a whisper, "You came back." I slammed the door and ran to my car, called support right away. Next morning, the app messaged me that building was flagged as inactive. No active users or deliveries had been scheduled there for months. I was working for a courier company, night shift, small packages, weird routes. One job came through around 2 a.m., pick up from mile 66 gas stop, deliver before 3. When I arrived, the place was empty. Lights flickering, door half closed, radio inside hissing static. On the counter sat a small brown box with my name on it. I checked the slip. It really was addressed to me. I called dispatch. No answer. Looked around. No one. As I turned to leave, I noticed the CCTV monitor behind the counter. One of the screens showed the parking lot, and someone was standing next to my truck. I looked outside. Nothing there. Back at the screen. Still there. Closer now. That's when the lights in the store went out. I bolted outside, jumped in my truck, and tore off down the road. When I finally pulled over to check the box, it was empty. The next day, my supervisor told me there was no record of that delivery job. He said the gas station had shut down 3 years ago after a robbery. The clerk was never found. Have you ever experienced something you can't explain? Share your story in the comments.